Well, hello there. How y'all doing? This is Carla Nix with today's inspiration. And as always, I'm here to remind you and encourage you that you can live every day on purpose. I read an interesting article today and it really resonated with me because I have a heart and compassion and passion to help women and also to help people who are in marriages and relationships. That's part of the ministry that Jerry and I really love, and we do together marriage ministry. And this article, it was a different kind of article. It wasn't. It was an article that said 6 tips for to. Here are 6 tips to show you if you're in the right relationship. But what it was about, it was geared towards people who are engaged to be married. And which is a different article because most articles are, it's all about marriage and what to expect and what to do and what not to do and blah, 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 so forth and so on. Well, this was again for the engaged couples, and it said, how do you know, how can you tell if it's time to call it quits, to call the engagement off? And I'm sure some people will be like, well, that's such a negative article. But no, it really is a realistic article because it makes a lot of sense. And as the article pointed out, is that most marriages, or many marriages, I don't like to use the word most because we don't know that, but many marriages end in divorce. And it is pointed out that some of the things that tore them apart were issues or characteristics that was there even before they got married. So I agree. I really believe that if you're not ready, you shouldn't even embark upon marriage. And this is what struck me and what stayed with me for the longest. It stated that some people, get this, some people marry the potential and not the reality. Meaning that they may see things and I mean they outline several things, abuse, incompatibility, unequally yoked, different career goals, different personal goals, different ways of seeing things, just totally the things that can tear you apart or show you why you shouldn't even be together as far as wanting to spend the rest of your life together. Marriage is for life. Now I'll say this, too many people take it too lightly and they just get in and figure, well, if it don't work, we'll just call it quits. But that's not how marriage is designed. God didn't design marriage like that, and God did institute marriage. And God does want the marriage to last. God doesn't want people to divorce. But that article was so on time. It was saying, stop it before it happens. It's better not to go into it than to go into it and it happen. Now, back to marrying the potential. It was saying that some people see the flaws in the other person and or the discrepancies or the things that they don't like, and they marry the potential, thinking again that they could change a person or that things will change for the better. You don't get married on the hope that things will get better. Things need to be better first before you get married. Don't think you're going to change somebody, you're going to fix somebody, or even you yourself going to change. You are who you are. And just maybe you and that person are not to be together for life. Maybe you don't need to start a family. Lord, that make it even worse to bring children into something like that. Examine now that, okay, you're with someone and you hope to be married, but maybe that's not the one for you to marry. Be realistic and be honest with yourselves. You will save yourself a lot of heartache and a lot of trouble. Why walk into the frying pan? You know it's hot already. What you gonna say? Well, it's gonna cool down. Yeah, but you might be burnt up before it does. Think about it. Be realistic. Don't just cling on to the potential. Don't just hang on to I'm going to change him or he's going to change. I'm going to change. When we have children, things are going to change. If he just get that job, it'll change. If we get this house, no. No ifs, ands, buts about it. It should just be, period. Really. And it's possible. It is possible. Okay, this is not the one for you. Don't, I say this a lot too. They say people are marrying the potential. I say that too. I say people are marrying the idea. They want the wedding and they are hoping to have this fairy tale life. But that's not realistic. Don't marry just on the hope again that it's going to be what you think, that it's going to be perfect. You should know already. If you can't stand him, if you guys are always arguing, if there's so many issues that just press you down, why would you step into something like that for life? Why are you a glutton for punishment? That's what that is. Because actually, marriage gets, I don't want to say worse, but it becomes more extreme. Because you know why? Because life happens. And if you can't get along or before you get married, what makes you think you're going to get along afterwards? If you can't work together before you get married, what makes you think all of a sudden, boom, we're going to know how now? No, no, no. Don't do it. Okay? God bless you. Have a great day. This is Carla Y. Nix with today's inspiration.